What's up, guys? Sean here with Blue Ridge. Hope everyone's doing good. I wanted to take some time to kind of take a look at the amazing, thrilling, high profit 2013 Star Notes. And it's not just any Star Notes. Okay, I've talked about this a while ago. I think it was sometime beginning of the summer. After doing some research and finally understanding what all the hype is all about, and the hype is real, guys. If you guys are not doing any of this as far as searching for these star notes, there's some real money to be made here. All right, and I think at the end of the day, it's really dependent on how much productivity that you have going through dollar bills. It might seem like a daunting task, but there's a lot of people that actually like doing this, and they have one specific objective, and that's to find the Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. printed duplicate star notes. So just to kind of recap what exactly we're trying to find here, we're going to use this note as an example, is that the 2013 B series, which are New York District notes. It's a Federal Reserve Bank, of course. There's 12 of them all across the country: San Francisco, Atlanta, Chicago, Kansas City, and a few others, Minneapolis. But for the 2013 New Yorks, okay, which all have a letter B here on the left side of this black district seal, they actually, the BEP, that is, the facility that actually prints these dang things, actually made a mistake. And they inadvertently printed the same serial number run at both the Washington, D.C. facility and at Fort Worth. Okay, so there's two different BEP facilities where they produce all the notes, and that's in those two locations. So the Washington, D.C. notes were printed back in 2013. 4 years later, before they had done the changeover to the 2017 series, they squirted out one more run of star notes for 2013 New York District notes with stars, with the entire same set of serial numbers that they had done 4 years prior. And this is kind of a funny anomaly, right? If it just couldn't get any funnier, as far as the type of things that you could find out in circulation, you have this. Now, the caveat, all right? There's been a lot of things being addressed about, oh, you can't sell these at a coin shop. There's no way that they would want that. Well, no shit, Sherlock. They don't buy these. This is a completely different underground type of market that not a lot of people know about unless you were really deep into it. If you already know about the duplicates, these are considered made in error, I guess. But unless you are already into it, knee deep, you won't know about it. All right, and that's the reason why I'm doing videos like this, because apparently these things have a high, incredibly high production run. Now I'm going to show you the actual table to show the runs of these things, and they're being found all across the country. Some people are finding, when they're going through a few $100s of these notes, they're finding 1, 2, 3 of them at a shot. And the amount of money that these things are selling for today on the secondary market is unmatched. It's unparalleled to anything else that I've seen. I mean, for every $1 bill with this duplicate star note, whether it's a Fort Worth or DC printed note, for every one you find, it's like $20 to $30 in your pocket. You find a dollar bill, you make yourself $20, $30. You find another one, that's another $20, $30. And it continues to go on and on and on and on. And people are finding these in droves, but they're also putting in the work. They're going to their banker and saying, hey, can I have $5,000 in once? They'll go through them and they'll find, 10 of them or whatever. But that is how they're doing it. And I would encourage you guys, if you're looking to make some money, this is like the easiest friggin' cash grab type of scenario here that you could possibly ever imagine. This is an easy way to make a couple $100 right off the rip. I don't know why I'm not doing this, but here I am. I'm doing this video, another one, and people are making money left and right. Now, God forbid, you are actually able to find both a Fort Worth and a DC note with the same serial number. Wow. The prices on those are gigantic. And we actually have one listing that I'm going to show you guys as a possibility. That's kind of like, well, what's the end game? What's the ultimate windfall out of this? Well, I'm going to show you. Thank you for asking. But these are all some of the, there's 413. Let me go ahead and do a quick little refresh. Still 413. I mean, there's quite a few of them. There is a closet group of people that are just, they're doing nothing but looking for these while they're working their regular 9 to 5. All right. So, yeah, we're coming up on the holidays here. Okay. If you're tired of looking through coin and you want like the for sure thing type of find where you can just pop it off immediately, these Star Note duplicates are definitely the way to go. Now, we're looking for the 2013 series notes. They have to have the big letter B in the Black District seal, and they have to have the stars at the end of the serial numbers. So, people are finding, this is a lot of 11, for $300. I'll tell you what, that's really not out of the realm. That's probably within range of what that lot is worth. But, these are ending soonest. So, yeah, pretty incredible. This is not a duplicate because it's got a letter K in the district seal. It has to be a letter B. But just going on down the line, there's this one will eventually sell, I'm sure. Find yourself some fancy serial numbers. Find yourself some birthday notes. All right, with actual birthdays on there, all right, and those are going to sell for the most amount of money for the duplicate star notes. But just finding one, period, is a winning. It's the winning part of the battle, all right, and see the amount of money that people are asking. Some are, granted, some of them are a little bit on the high side, but. All in all, these are solid sellers. Now, here's some right here that people have thrown up, as regular auctions, and that's kind of the way to go. You have to put your note up and have the kind of like that leap of faith that it's going to sell, and they are. They are going to sell. These things don't sit and they don't sell for cheap. So. This one right here, a little bit toe up from the flow up. Of course, it's got like a missing corner there. So that one obviously is not going to out. But, when you look at just any other star note, kind of like that K that we saw, those typically sell for $1 to $2. All right. But when you find one of these 2013 New York stars, this is like a whole other level that is unparalleled. And it's really, what's really fueling the market for this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the quest for finding the pairing, all right? The pairing. That's kind of like the crown jewel of all this. And a pairing of the same serial numbers of both the DC and the Fort Worth sells for thousands of dollars, all right? So let me just get that out of the way and make you guys realize that is the true potential of this whole ordeal. And, even if you don't want to participate in that and you just want to find the notes and then resell them right away, you can certainly do that. But yeah, this is phenomenal. This is something really cool, and people are really receptive to this collecting. Again, this is nothing that coin dealers would know about, right? They're all about X's and O's, okay? They don't know about the Z's of the whole collecting, where you have mules and you have duplicates, and you're like, they're not privy to that. All right, very few dealers are. There are even some currency dealers I know of that they don't give a rat's ass about things like this. But there's a whole other market out there, guys, and you're seeing it right now here on eBay. So yeah, again, kind of recap here a little bit. You're looking for the B, you're looking for your 2013, and you're looking for, the DC printed notes won't have the FW that you see here where my mouse cursor is, right here by the plate number. All right, so this is a Fort Worth print. The DC won't have anything there, but you'll want to try and find both and save them. The DC notes tend to sell for about 10 to 20% more because they're much older, and especially if they're really nice. If they're in nice condition, they're worth a heck of a ton more. All right, so here's some realized sales of specific lots, singular notes. Someone actually found a full pack of 70 sequential 2013 B duplicates, all uncirculated, even has the overall serial number run right there that you'll be receiving. Sold for $2,050. All right, let me go ahead and get my calculator here. I want to know how much each note per piece sells for. So 2,050 divided by 70, $29.28. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure that it's possible that you could probably make a little bit more money if you sold them individually, probably $40 a piece, because they're all uncirculated. But just looking at that number right there, $2,050, you've essentially 30x'd, your money, which is unfathomable. Here's a lot of 50 right here, kind of like a bargain discount kind of style. That's like $10 a piece right there. This is probably more like it. A lot of 18. Best offer was accepted. Here's one singular note right here. It's sold for $300. Apparently, they said error on the end there. I don't know if that's the case, but that one did sell for $300. Here's more along the lines of what you would expect to earn for these. Right around that for 10, which is like $29 a piece. That's phenomenal. That's huge gains right there. You find one, you make 20 to $30. But you can see a number of them have sold. Here's another pack of 10 for $205. So that's $20 a pop. Here's a pack of 8 that sold for an unspecified amount. I'm not going to pull up 130 point just to see that, because you guys realize how much these things are going for anyways. So, pretty neat. There's even a few graded examples that are nice, high, crispy, fresh. This one sold for $135. This one for a best offer. I don't know if they're the same note or what have you, but they're one day apart. But, yeah, pretty incredible. And again, if you're able to find a fancy serial number or a birthday note, those will actually sell for a lot. I've seen a few of them sell for like $40 to $50, especially the birthday notes. But yeah, pretty incredible. So looking at the serial number ranges, okay, this is pretty gnarly. So we're on one of my favorite sites. If you don't have this page bookmarked, I don't know what to tell you. Even if you're not into currency collecting, you should always have this anyways, because you'll come across a star note, anywhere, right? You get it back from change, going to a restaurant, going to the gas station, things like that. You just never know where you're going to run into these. So you could do the good old star note lookup. Sure, you could do that, all right? It's pretty easy. But the star note tables is the part of the website that I like a lot. And we're going to go here to $1 denomination, go down to 2013. We're going to click on there. Close this. All right, so where we see the B's, these are all of the, and they even have the little, this little symbol here with the exclamation point, which I believe denotes a interesting point to that note. But when you go up here to the B's, 2013 B series, here's all of the various runs. Right here, all the way down to here. 16 million, all right, is the top on that one. And I believe the New Yorks are, let's see, it's one of these here. 6.4 million, 9.6. Yeah, but see the runs? 3.2 million a piece, which is a lot. That's quite a bit. And of course, there's that ultra rare 250,000 run right there. Those notes sell for $100 plus, and they are still duplicates, you know. So yeah, pretty high run numbers on all of these: 3.2, 3.2, 3.2. There's millions of these out there, and people are capitalizing on the fact that there's an overabundance of these out in circulation today. And they're making really good money off of it. So keep this in mind. There's no shortage of these New York stars. None whatsoever. So the ultimate goal in all of this is to find a pairing. Now, this pricing is incredibly ambitious. Not really sure if it's worth $30,000. Probably not, because there's a make offer option on this one. But we have both a DC and a Fort Worth printed duplicate star. And they are both the same serial numbers, ending in 1487 on both. So they this is PMG graded. They also have the text here, duplicated serial number, which is really cool. Glad they're doing that. But you'll see that this one has the FW up here. So that's the Fort Worth note. That one's a very fine 30 EPQ, very nice grade. But check this one out. This is a 67. This is a mega grade for this thing, EPQ, which stands for exceptional paper quality. But if you're able to find a pairing, even if you don't grade it at all, these pairings, the completed pairings, sell for a few $1,000s easily. I haven't seen one that's sold for cheaper yet. And they come up so infrequently. Like that's how much of a chase this is. But the fact that you have one really high grade example and then another one here that looks really good with EPQ, this is going to be a very expensive sale when that time comes. But this is the ultimate kind of like prize out of this, right? That's what we're gunning for. We're looking for a true pairing of both the DC and Fort Worth serial numbers for the 2013 Bs. That's what we're looking for, guys. I wanted to take some time to address this morning as a way of saying, hey, let's go ahead and put a little extra emphasis on this. The holidays are around the corner. I know some people are kind of looking for some extra money. Yeah, go take some of your like a few $100s, go to the bank, and continuously mill through their dollar bills that they have, because they have plenty of dollar bills to give out, right? It's the coinage that is a much tougher thing to obtain these days. So yeah, this is definitely something that I would do. I'll probably end up doing a few videos, hunting through, like $500 at a time, looking for some of these B stars, because they're out there, man. There's like millions of these. People are finding them left and right, and they're cashing in. All right, and I want to cash in too, and so do you guys. You got to take advantage of this. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Pretty big stuff here. Just amazing amounts of money being floated around for these. Again, it's unlike anything else I've ever seen, and Miles will take advantage of it while we're still in this age where you can find these at at face value. So there you go. Yeah, you're welcome. So I'll talk to you guys later. Happy hunting. Would love to hear if you've pulled some of these out of circulation, and quick little mini congratulations while we're at it is in order. But that's it. Go get them. I'll talk to you guys soon. Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. And yeah, good stuff.